Hello, welcome back to Young Wisdom. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the crafty and negative ways of psychological involvement in social media, advertisement, and how people are addicted to games, mobile games, how people are into brands. So these are some of the things that I want to talk about in this video. Some of the early psychologists like who actually got involved in advertisement industry like Edward Benres. And by the way, I have this sheet of paper with me just to make sure that I speak about all the things that I want to speak, so I hope you do not get distracted with the paper. Early psychologists like John B. Watson, who is one among the earliest psychologists to work on advertisement industry, and Edward Benres. So when we talk about Edward Benres, he was the cousin brother of Sigmund Freud, who used and understood the idea of Freud. When we talk about Freud, Freud is the one who came up with the idea of psychoanalysis and understanding that human innate has a uncontrollable desire, sexual desire, and uncontrollable desire of pleasure. So human beings are always pleasure seeking, and therefore taking that as an advantage, he got involved in media. He got involved in advertisement sector, and as a result, we could see that there is a huge success that they could meet in their involvement. And we also see John B. Watson, who understood that human beings can be easily swayed by advertisement, by media, and other pleasure-seeking involvement. So human beings are easily swayed by advertisement and brands, and therefore they all got involved in advertisement sector. They all got involved in brands and other business sector where they found huge success. But in today's video, that I want to share some of the crafty and some of the crooked ways that psychology is also involved in media industry or advertisement or brands. When we talk about advertisement or brands or media, the first thing that they have is they have a specific targeted audience. So usually the targeted audience are youths, young people. So as they have a targeted audience, they come up with contents in a way that young people are attracted, young people are attached to the advertisement or certain brands. We can ask the question, why do we all like the brand Nike? Why do we all like the brand Adidas, Puma? So you see, there are psychological involvement behind that, that people are addicted, that people become so attached to a particular brand. So that's why they have a specific, a particular targeted audience. So that's first thing. Second thing that they have is when they sell products, they do not simply sell products. When they sell products, they sell ideas. What is idea here? The idea here is that uh, when we talk about Nike, what's the first thing that comes to our mind when we talk about Nike? It's a sports brand. We know that by talking about Nike, by seeing the Nike brand, by seeing at the logo, we can what quickly comes to our mind is sportsmanship, sports, athleticism. What they do is when they sell products, they sell idea, in a sense that in the mid 80s, the CEO, the chief executive officer of Nike, changed the idea that Nike is not as simply a brand that has to do with sneakers. So initially it was just a sneaker brand or fashion brand. But then later he got the idea that no, Nike should be turned into a sports brand. And therefore you will find any sports dress when it comes to the brand Nike. So likewise, when they sell product, they are not simply selling a product, they are selling idea. And when we talk about brands and logos, advertisement, and media involvement, they create trust. They create trust and they build relationship with people. So as much as we build relationship with the shopkeeper, they also want to build relationship with the brand, between relationship between trust, building trust between a person, a consumer, and the brand itself. So I have a story that I used to like few years back. I used to like Puma a lot. So every single time that I have to buy shoes or any kind of dress, then whether or not I have money, I have to look for Puma first. I have trust in Puma. So you see, as much as you trust a person, you get to trust a brand, you get to trust a company. So that's how they building trust and building relationship between a person and a brand, a person and a logo. So that's what they do. And then same thing with the social media. As much as you are connected to Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, so that's what they build trust and relationship between a person and a brand. They also create community. So brands are not simply it's a company. It's not simply a company. It's not simply a product. But when they give out any products, they also create community. Simplest example could be Starbucks. Of course, we do not see Starbucks in Nagaland, but people who goes outside, they, Starbucks is a coffee company. So when they take Starbucks, when they drink Starbucks, they want to come together, take a picture of the thing that they're holding in their hand, and then post in Instagram or something. So they create community. So what we do is that whenever we wear any company, like let's say we wear Adidas shoe, then we also, and then a stranger also wear Adidas shoe. So we think that we belong to one community because we are wearing the same brand, and so that's what the creation of community also starts. So when any company comes along with brands or logos or media in media platform, they create certain categories where communities are created. And so to be in that particular community, you need to have identity. So how do we have identity? In one of our um, media psychology class, one of our teacher shared that during her time, everybody has to have a big Puma logo in their school bags. So those who don't have a branded bags were considered, I mean, they were looked down by the friends. Everybody was asked to put on a branded school bags. So, we are compelled to do it. So when we talk about brands, when we talk about companies, when we talk about advertisement, when we talk about media, it compels us to do certain things to fit in a particular community. So that's the next thing that we'll see when we talk about media.